U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says Washington and Beijing have reached a framework agreement to allow social media platform TikTok to continue operating in the United States. The two sides reached the deal during trade talks in Spain. Bessent says it will be in line with U.S. security interests while keeping the app's, quote, Chinese characteristics. He added that President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping would complete the deal on Friday. A deadline had been looming for TikTok's Chinese owners to find a buyer for its American operations or face a ban. Let's take a closer look and bring in DW correspondent Benjamin Alvarez in Washington. Benjamin, what more can you tell us about this framework deal?
So President Trump in this social media post did not directly name TikTok, but spoke about, and I quote, certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save. They will be very happy. Adding that he will speak to Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday. We also heard from U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent, who told reporters in Madrid after the second day of talks with the Chinese Vice Premier that this deal calls for the app to switch to U.S.-controlled ownership. That was one of the key demands from Washington, and also he said that it would be between two private parties. What is also significant here is that Bessent said that the threat of a shutdown of the TikTok app here led Chinese negotiators to abandon demands for tariff concessions in return for the social media app divestment, and allowed reaching this framework agreement where we're still waiting for additional details. Can expect them to be announced on Friday after this call between Xi Jinping and Donald Trump.
Now, this could be the end of a long back and forth. Give our viewers some background here. Why did TikTok need a new owner for its American operations in the first place?
Long back and forth indeed. Here there were national security grounds that prompted a federal law that required TikTok's sale or ban that was due to take effect the day before President Trump's inauguration on January 20th. But Trump, who relied heavily on social media for his election campaign and also election victory, put the ban on pause. Then in mid-June, the president extended this deadline by another 90 days to find a non-Chinese buyer or be banned here in the country. That extension is due to expire on Wednesday, but with this deal there now seems to be an agreement that might be officially announced after this phone call between the Chinese and the U.S. leader.
Donald Trump had long supported a ban. TikTok actually went dark for a very short period of time in the U.S., then he reversed his position. Why?
That's right. It changed. It's a 180-degree change, you could say. He long supported a ban or divestment, but now he pretty quickly reversed this position, vowed to defend the platform after coming to believe that it actually helped him win young voter support in the November election. And this comments and this attitude also changed when we look back to his first term in office, when he actually signed an executive order citing a national emergency set post by TikTok. And now he's saying that he won a warm spot for this platform. So there are not a few critics who are saying that this change of mind, of rhetoric, but also in action, is not actually about security, but about self-interest with these young voters that use TikTok primarily.
That was DW correspondent Benjamin Alvarez. Always great speaking to you. Thanks so much.